Texas in?
I'm in Dallas.
Okay, fine. Do you have a question or comment for our guest?
I do. I would like to know what gold mining stocks he recommends, and also what percentage of one's portfolio should be in gold mining stock.
All right, that's a legitimate question. Bob, did you get it?
Yes, and I'll do it backwards. And that is, I have been telling people for about a year and a half since the Dow was 14,100 that they should be out of the market. And since then, I've told them about a month ago to start selling bonds, as I thought interest rates are going to move up, and it's turned out that way. So I've told people to get out of the market. The only thing I'm recommending is a few oil stocks and a few gold stocks. And for those who have an awful lot of money who don't want to be totally in gold and silver related assets, that they might consider using Swiss franc treasuries.
All right, fine, Ann. Does that answer your question? What
yes.
percentage? What percentage?
Does he recommend any particular gold mining stocks? And is since he said to get out of the market, I'm assuming he means with other stocks and not gold mining stocks?
That's correct. That's correct. You read me correctly. And the gold mining stocks are Agnico Eagle, which is on the New York Stock Exchange, Gold Corp, which is on the New York Stock Exchange, Silver Standard, which is on the over-the-counter market, and they sell for 52, 30, and 20 respectively. And I do have a speculation, just one stock, for those who want to speculate.
All right, fine, Ann. Thanks. Anything else you want to ask before we let you go?
That's it. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Bye-bye. All right, number is 1-888-24-LIBERTY. That's 1-888-24-LIBERTY. Or here in the Central Coast of California at 464-8295. And right now we have Michael calling in from Riverside. Again, our number 1-888-24-LIBERTY or 464-8295. Michael, do you have a question or comment?
There's some talk that the president may at some point declare a banking holiday. If that occurs, will the credit card still work?
Good question. What do you think?
That's a good question. First of all, I don't see a bank holiday in the immediate future. That would be over the next month or two. I would think if banks had a holiday that the machines wouldn't work. I don't know. I'm guessing. We've told subscribers for a long time that they should get $5,000 in small bills, 1s, 5s, 10s, and 20s, and keep them in their safe at home in case that sort of thing happens. And some people spend a lot of money, so if you're a big spender, you'll have more than that in your safe, along with the things that you have to defend your home and your gold and silver coins, etc.
But it's uncertain that the credit cards would work. That's an unknown.
It's just uncertain. If I had to guess, I would say they probably wouldn't.
Okay,
right.
But I think that people ought to have a little something on hand, have it hidden away very carefully. Do not hide it in your freezer. That's the first place they're going to look. Because they're looking for cold, hard money. Okay. Anything else, Michael, before we let you go?
That's it, Sam. Thanks.
All right, fine. And our telephone number is 1-888-24-LIBERTY, 1-888-24-LIBERTY, or 464-8295. Our guest is Bob Chapman from the International Forecaster. We're talking about what's going on. Now, there's a fellow out there named Jerry Salenti, And Gerald Celente has been, fairly well accepted by the media, but he's making a lot of dire predictions now about not only an economic collapse but a social collapse in the not too distant future. Do you know Celente and his predictions and his work? What do you think of him?
Well, first of all, I don't know him in depth. I've been on a program with him together, and I agree with most of the things he has to say. One of the things he believes that there'll be gold confiscation, and I disagree with that. On the other hand, my overall statement regarding confiscation is that because we have the Patriot Acts, we are now in a position where the government can do anything they want. So, yeah, they can go out and pick up your coins and your bullion, and they can take your guns, and they can take your home, and your vehicles, and your job, and your children, and your wife. Nothing is beyond these people. And so the game is much different than it was before. So I don't think that that's salient. On the other hand, I think that Jerry's right about almost everything else, but I think his timetable is too close. It's going to take longer. I know I've discussed that with another host innumerable times, and he has, which you have, Stan, as well, Paul Craig Roberts on, and we kind of agree on the timeline, which is a couple of years, 2 to 3 years down the line. We've both been at this almost 50 years. And we both have done it from a financial viewpoint. And so, you learn to have patience, and you can see the different things that these people can do to prolong things until they want to pull the plug.
And I agree with you. I think that Gerald Celente is a brilliant individual. I have never interviewed him. I'm looking forward to, but his timetable is later this month or the first next month. I think that's, well, I certainly hope he's wrong. So I'm certainly not, I'm not putting that information out because I think it's going to take a while before they're going to be willing, of course, to move very rapidly. Because as they start to move rapidly, the American people are going to begin to wake up. But it's a race between whether we can educate them and how soon the other side moves, because their ultimate goal is a dictatorship of what was once the land of the free and the home of the brave. They know what they're doing. Please go to AugustReview.com or AugustReview.org. Pull down the list of the members of the Trilateral Commission and find out how many of them are surrounding Barack Obama, how many of them come from J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup. You'll be amazed. The major banks, and there are only 87 people, and yet they control the centers of power in our government, and they control the presidency as well. Hey, let's quickly go to Chuck, who's calling from New Mexico by cell phone. Our number 1-888-24-LIBERTY or 464-8295. Hey, Chuck, how you doing?
Pretty good, Dr. Stan. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. Do you have a question or comment for our guest?
Yes, I have a question. It's actually two questions. Bob, you have suggested tariffs to cure some of these problems. Isn't that correct?
You're pretty distorted. I can't hear you too well. What did you say, Stan?
Well, let's repeat it once again, Chuck.
You have suggested putting on tariffs to cure some of these problems.
Yes, Bob he said that you've suggested tariffs to protect our industry and get our industries working again, and you have not changed your position on that, have you?
Not at all, no.
And I agree.
I think things are starting to go that way. I see tariff barriers going up in a number of countries. It's only a matter of time before there'll be general tariffs.
Okay, well, what about putting the tariffs in gold, telling them that they have to pay the tariffs in gold?
Well, I think that they would simply laugh at it.
That would be like a tax, and that's always possible. Again, government can do anything they want.
Well, I don't think they're going to. I don't think they will do that, Chuck, because the last thing they want to do is have gold the basis of our economy. If gold is the basis of our economy, then we do not have to trade in their phony money. There is nothing behind their money. It's all a mirage. It's like monopoly, except people have come to believe it has value. What we need to do is get back to a gold-backed currency, and then the tariffs would be backed by gold. Okay.